Our project here started from East Global Hackathon, where we actually won the best cross-chain hack at East Global Tokyo. And yeah, we just talked about the legal side, but this one is very similar to the blind box experience that we have in the real world, and that a lot of people, they sell blind boxes of different collections. You don't know what you are going to get after you actually buy and open your box. And yes, so NFTs, I think as we all know, NFTs have like a consensus from people who buy them, but we actually want to focus on the experiences of playing with NFTs. So for example, for blind box, people actually enjoy, after buying them, they enjoy talking with the community about what collections they get, and they enjoy the time between them buying the NFT and also actually revealing their NFT. And also maybe after they reveal their NFT, they can trade with others. So what we did is, on layer 2, we built a NFT Bundle marketplace, we call it, that we can allow blue chip NFTs on Ethereum to combine with, let's say, like penny NFTs on layer 2s, or yeah, just combine different kind of NFTs on layer 2, where they can be bundled together into blind boxes, and people are able to trade them. So this is like a short demo. So for example, we have blue chip NFTs, penny NFTs, we bundle them together, and then we create blind boxes. This is what our protocol does in a fully decentralized way. And we recreate the black box experience that we have like in the real world over there. Yeah, so we identified 3 key players. So first is the minter. They are blind box buyers. And then we have keepers and also proposers. Proposers are the ones who create these bundles, and the keepers are the ones who actually fill the NFTs into these bundles. So this is a more detailed design. So for example, the proposers here, they would create NFT bundles. These NFT bundles will be generated into blind boxes on chain. And after they create the NFT bundle, it will be shown as like an order book. And the keepers, they can move buy low from these open markets and then sell high into the NFT bundle to earn their fee and revenue. And after that, the minters will be able to mint from these blind boxes. And this is what we did. Right now we are still under beta testing, so if you're interested, you're welcome to join to be our beta testing user. And this is our roadmap. And this is our team. So I previously worked as a growth hacker at KuCoin, and another co-founder, he's also a blockchain engineer at KuCoin, and Jesse, he's a front-end developer at previously at ChainSafe and WhatsApp.
So you say you have a 10% fee. What is a 10% fee? Because that seems to be crazy high in crypto.
Yes. So right here, the minters, they can go mint. Well, when they mint the blind box, we charge a 10% fee there. And that 10% fee is, the 10% fee here is to support the ecosystem. Out of these 10% fees, 30% are going to go to the proposer. So that's a mechanism we use to incentivize proposers to create interesting blind boxes.
Okay, but do you think anyone is gonna use that? Because, you know, like, if you already lose 10% of the value of what you're gonna buy in fees, that seems to be very uncompetitive, no?
Right now we set it to 10% because, you know, to make the ecosystem grow, we need some revenue from there, right? And however, we think that minters still want it because they have the opportunity to explore different kind of NFTs by just using a very small amount to mint these blind boxes.
Okay.
So you think that 10% fee is too high? Right?
I think it's infinitely high. Like turning user into a paying user is way easier than getting users in the first place. And when you are a protocol that no one knows, well, at worst, you just don't take any fee. At best, you actually subsidize usage. That's the whole thing of yield farming. So here, like you tell me, you have unknown protocols, there is a very high fee need, there is no yield farming. Like I think most people are already out at that point, and because they are the one taking the risk. So when you get yield farming or like subsidies, you can take the risk of using your protocol because you get this kind of reward, which is kind of like more or less paid by the project. Obviously, nothing is free. Like if you put token to people, the token need to at some point extract some value in the future. But that's a way, you know, like you get an easier start for a slightly more complicated finish. But probably without the start, you will not have the finish in the first place. Like actually, that's how I see it on investing on project or estimating whether something can succeed or not.
Okay. Actually, part of the fees that we collect is used to incentivize the proposers to create NFT bundles because they are part of the player that actually create interesting stuff that people want to open as a black box, and that part, I think the total fee we can still like navigate, but for the incentivize fees that are incentivizing proposers, yeah, that's really difficult to eliminate.
Because like here, from my understanding, you have a bundle, so if I pay $100 for the bundle, I have an expected value of only $90, right? So, like, you know, I would never do that. That seems to be like I'm already using 10%, plus adding the randomness. So only degenerate gamblers who don't care about money or are not good at that will do that.
So first of all, so you mean like in total, like you saw that you are losing like 10%, right?
Yeah, like if you take 10% fee, that means that I'm losing 10% on average, right?
Yes. But in reality, the bundle would be like, let's say you have Azuki, you have Bored Ape, and then you have different kind of NFTs. And in total, because of the large bundle, you actually pay a very small fee in exchange for opportunity to see if you can get the NFT you want. That's why we think that the perceived value of these users are actually higher than the total thing that we predicted.
Yeah, maybe like the perceived value, I think, is the important point. So yeah, maybe you can tell me I'm just targeting people who are bad at math.
I mean,
I think now, like I see the point of the previous speaker on telling that some root are gambling.
No, I think it's interesting, and I agree definitely with the aspect of the fee that can be too high, but it's also interesting to see that recently we saw this product, Friend and Tech, that managed to have like millions of volume, like very fast, and I think they were taking like something like 10% fee or something like that on each trade of the keys. The protocol was taking like something very high, I think, because there was this hype and this perceived value and this trend. So yeah, sometimes I think some people can be also not really rational. Was it 10%? 5%. still very high, but yeah. So no, I find the concept interesting. I think to understand what is your plan for creating this hype, basically.
Yeah, so the reason why we actually this question ties to why we collect these fees, because at the end of the day we need to expand this ecosystem, and our long-term vision is that in future we are able to make like some real-world assets, some real-world like blind box experience to be launched digitally completely, and that actually requires a lot of partnership and negotiations. And we want to test this in the Web3 space, and over time we still want to make like blind box artists in future. They will be able to issue their blind box collections digitally, and that actually solves a lot of the issues that we experience in the blind box space. For example, after I buy a blind box, it's really difficult for me to exchange with others, and it's really difficult for me to the engagement with others are like the friction is really high, and I think it actually makes very good sense that we move this digitally to leveraging the what we have in blockchain.
Okay, thanks. Any more questions? No? That's it. Thank you, Cedric. Now I'm gonna have